Libra, and welcome to your weekly reading. This will take us from the 17th to the 24th of December, and thank you for all the support this year, Libra. Really appreciate all the likes, shares, subscribes and all that. You understand, but just thank you, and I'm wishing everyone all the best for the holidays. So we picked 6 cards, okay. A lot of cards flying out the deck. The cards flying out the deck were the King of Wands and Strength card. Might be dealing with a Leo, King of Wands and the Strength card, by the way. But anyhow, they weren't ready to be read yet. But that might be a message for someone. So what lies behind you is the 6 of Pentacles. The gift is the Page of Wands, okay? It's not funny because the King of Wands kept flying out. The Page, very interesting. The Wands are about desire and interest, okay? There might be someone stepping forward showing you an interest this week, Libra, okay? The challenge is the Page of Cups. And the page, these 2 pages are looking in the opposite direction. Very interesting. The Queen of Wands is how other people are showing up for you, okay? There's an awful lot of fire here, guys, a lot of passion. The central issue is the 10 of Swords. Never worry about the 10 of Swords. I'll talk about it when we get there. And your advice is the 2 of Cups. So Aquarius got a very similar reading. So if any of you are cross-watching, so the advice is about partnerships and love, okay? The central issue as a 10 of Swords is to understand a card, look at the 2 cards beforehand. Anxiety, 9 of Swords, and feeling trapped as the 8 of Swords. By the time you get to the 10, it's much more letting go, being surrendered, not being full of worry. It's leaving behind an old way of being. I will clarify this 10 of Swords. I actually like the 10 of Swords because it's almost, because after the 10 comes the Ace. Yeah, so a decision's been made. You've taken an action. You've moved out of anxiety and feeling trapped into a very decisive action. Yeah, and it's with the King of Cups, okay? Ooh. And your additional guidance card is a deep knowing card. This is about a deep emotional connection because the owl is on the moon. Okay, the owl is wisdom and the moon is our emotional mind. It's also our karmic past. Everything we've ever experienced in our life is held in our moon. And when we meet connections that are beyond the norm, it's generally the moon, okay? It's generally the moon signs that are doing something very deep and very significant. So what lies behind you? Yeah, 6 of Pentacles with the 9 of Swords. That's why I love the 10 of Swords, because it's away from the 9, okay? 9 of Swords has not been able to sleep, maybe some anxiety. To do, I mean, some of you it's to do with a financial matter, but this is also a very powerful relationship card that I use because it's about 2 people laying their cards on the table. It's an earth sign, and earth signs rule authenticity, realness, all those beautiful qualities that we're often very frightened of, but they're so rich because it's about authentic dialogue. Maybe some of you are waiting to hear contact from someone, by the way. Maybe you're waiting for a conversation, something like that. But the gift is this Page of Wands. Very interesting gift. It is about, I'm going to read it as a card about sexual attraction because the gift is the 2 of Cups, okay? The wand steps forward And it's someone who's made a decision, okay? They've made a decision and they're feeling this energy towards you, and they're walking towards the Six of Discs, which is talking about it, admitting it, trying to move things into an authentic dialogue with you. The challenge is the Page of Cups is looking the opposite direction. Some of you might be to have more than one person you're interested in, by the way. Or the challenge will be getting it off the ground, because the Page of Cups would be starting again. It's about innocence. It's about the early stages of infatuation. For some of you, this is a brand new love interest. For others of you, there's a bit of a strange dynamic. The gift is someone's walking towards you, but the challenge is this little page is looking in a different direction. Very, very interesting here, because the page is already looking towards the lovers. So someone might be walking towards you, but you're looking at someone else. Now that's very, 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 very common, Libra. If you knew how many readings I do with this dynamic, I'm just quite wow. Anyhow, let me carry on, please. Now, how other people are showing up for you is the Queen of Wands. That's a lot of passion. The Queen of Wands is a very passionate energy, very, very confident, very sort of, especially around her ability to magnetize. This might be someone else, or your whole week, Libra, seems to be about passion, the forces of attraction, and I don't know what to say, okay? Because your advice, first of all, it's the Ten of Swords. So moving away from fear that's here into a leap of faith with the King of Cups. It could be a water sign person, okay? Or this is about saying yes to something. I mean, the King of Cups he's the highest you can get emotionally, but he doesn't jump into anything. He's got his throne, and that's why he's a high emotional energy. He's got his own life. He's got his own heart. He's got his own self-respect. So it's about keeping boundaries, but saying yes. Because the king puts his feet in the water, which is the emotional flow between you and someone else. But keep your crown, which means you don't have to jump to the bottom of the ocean and get all flustered. Keep your cool, Libra, okay? Move away from fear, move away from anxiety. See yourself as how other people might be seeing you, which is the beautiful Queen of Wands. Ooh. Your advice is love, basically. Some of you, I have to say it, will definitely might be torn between two people, or you're dealing with someone who is, okay? I find it bizarre, as this page walks towards you, the challenge is this page is looking at the Lover's card. So this could be a classic example of a new interest coming up, but your energy's still going to an old one. Yeah, that'd be a classic example. And the gift, the Ten of Swords is saying, I'm not going to live in fear anymore, especially clarified with the King of Cups. It's about knowing that you have a regalness about you, Libra, because you do. That's your sign. And living it. So keeping healthy boundaries, keeping healthy respect. In a strange way, it's about allowing others to come to you and you not having to chase after anyone, because that happens when we lose our crown, we lose our throne. And then we're swimming around in the ocean rather than just sitting with an awful lot of dignity and an awful lot of self-love. Okay, I need to clarify some more cards for you. I find this very interesting. So what's this Page of Wands walking towards this energy about? Six of Swords. Someone might be moving away from something and towards you, by the way. So why is the Page of Cups and the Lovers here? Because I'm already thinking head and heart going into separate directions, which means some of you might be torn and a little bit of conflict. The Five of Wands is a strange card. It's not a major arcana. It's only a minor, which means it's a bit of a state of unease. It can be, it sort of represents these two pages and how one's going in one direction and the other's going in an opposite direction. In a strange way, your heart and what you really, 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 really want is your challenge. Okay? That's very common, Libra. Honestly, most people stay in relationships because of safety and not because of love. And your challenge is admitting, at least to yourself, what you really, really want. Because this Page of Wands is quite an interesting attraction. And there's a bit of anxiety attached to it. But the Six of Discs is about conversation there. Here's your King of Wands again. He kept flying out the deck. Could be a Leo, by the way. But again, the King and the Queen are meeting up, which is about two people who really, really want the same thing. I mean, this is the hot couple. This is about very, very intense attraction. But for some reason, there's a very, very strange dynamic going on. I don't dislike it, but maybe your trick, Libra, is to sit within your own heart. What do I really want? We don't need to make do. In fact, the universe can't bear that human beings make do with things that they don't really want. Two sixes also mean there's a lot of moving through the fives, even though you got 1 5, and you're moving towards calmer waters and a much more balanced state. But choosing love is your advice. Keep your dignity. Keep your woo. Let people come to you. Let them reveal what's really going on. And just keep this King of Cool, this person who's got their own throne, who's not jumping in there, who's just dipping their toe in, they're saying yes to love. But this, I think it's bizarre, these two pages are looking in opposite directions, and that's what your Five of Wands is about. A little bit of head and heart. Part of you is going in one direction, another part of you is going in another. Just keep saying yes this week, especially to love. But not for 1 minute lose your throne, Libra. That's my advice, okay? Lovely, lovely reading, and say no more. Ace of Cups. Eye of the Divine. Love, 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 love. Perfect Libra reading, isn't it? Okay, guys, I'll be back next week. I'm not sure if I'm doing weeklies or January readings next week, but thanks for all your support, Libra. Loads of love. Bye.